Well, hey there, YouTube singers. It's time for another voice teacher reaction video. We're going to have some fun. Got a recommendation for this. Actually, quite a few recommendations for this. And so I'm going to do it. It's going to be real cool. And this is a young gal named Angelina Jordan. And this is Bohemian Rhapsody, a song near and dear to my heart, and probably near and dear to everybody's heart. And so I'm really looking forward to getting into this. I've heard a lot about this gal and have been requested many times. But before I do that, let me thank all my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching if you haven't subscribed. It always makes me laugh when I watch videos and if I'm not subscribed. And it's at the beginning of the video before the video is played. And they say, if you like videos like this, subscribe. And I'm thinking, I haven't seen it yet. So I would say, if you like videos like this, subscribe. And I would expect you to say, how can I know I like videos like this if I haven't seen the video? But go ahead and subscribe right now. I'm not going to stop you. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Let me introduce myself. I'm Mike Goodrich, creator of the Inner Singer podcast, Inner Singer singing programs, and all things inner singer. Yes, indeed, singing is an inside job. We all know that. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this. I love this song, and I've heard great things about this. So should we dive in? Is there anything else I need to say? Do I need to set this up? Probably not. So let's do it. Here we go. Let's rock. Or let's Rhapsody.
Too late, my time has come. Send shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth.
Wow.
I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, just gotta get out of here. Yeah. Nothing really matters. Anyone can say nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me.
That was insane.
I feel like
Okay. Well, that was seriously awesome and gorgeous. I didn't know it was going to be so short. Well, I guess, for America's Got Talent, it has to be kind of a bridged version. Well, gosh, where do we start here? Well, you saw my reaction. I mean, she's young. I don't know how old she is. I think I heard she was like 13 or something. That's, yeah, I think I'm close about that. But that's really amazing that somebody would have that kind of an interpretation and that sort of connection at that age. And I don't know if she's responsible for this interpretation. If she is, then it's, or this version, this version of it. Yeah. I don't know if she's in charge of creating that for herself or somebody helps her do it, but man, that was really, really, really awesome. Especially the way they, well, everything, but starting at the beginning, the a cappella at the beginning was amazing. And I mean, yeah, I think we really need to stop and remember that this is like national television. This is big, big stuff. And to be, I mean, number one, to be that composed, to be able to start with no accompaniment and maintain this gorgeous vocal line and pitch in that before the accompaniment comes in, which is, you know, kind of a scary thing as a singer, to sing a phrase or two a cappella and then have the orchestra join you, because you want to make sure that you are so spot on with your pitches and the key that when the orchestra comes in, you're in sync. And there was no problem there. That was really, really amazing. Her runs are great. I mean, her runs are amazing, tasteful. The choice of notes is really great, and they're not just sort of simplistic ooh runs like that. They're complicated, and they're the choice of the note within the chord is really good, and her articulation of the runs is really good, and her delineation between notes is really, really good, and her phrasing of the runs and her dynamic levels within the runs is really, really good. I mean, for that age, that's so intuitive. Really, really, really some amazing stuff. Really, really good stuff. And then, to top it off, she wails up to an E-flat 5 in a really, really strong mix. So she's got that too. I mean, she's really got the goods. So it's going to be, I think, exciting to see what she goes on to do. And I you know, it's, and the thing of it is, to me, and I'm just going to be really, really honest. I mean, I loved that. I thought that was just, it was wonderful. Just an amazing performance. There is a part of me, and I want to make sure that I say this in a way that is accurate with how I feel about it. She's young, and she did, I mean, you can't even tell. If you were just listening to that, you'd have no idea how old she is. And I only say this because she is young. And it's really interesting because sometimes, but not so much with this, because I know I'm dancing around the thing here. With runs, for me, I sort of have this sense that I don't like runs all the time, all over the place. But her runs were so artistically done, and there were a lot of them. I mean, no doubt. Well placed, though, and I've already said all the great things about the runs. I don't need to re-articulate that. And this is the only song I've heard by her. But I really would love to hear something that is not quite as run heavy. Bohemian Rhapsody, the version that she did, is absolutely gorgeous. The runs were well placed. There were a lot of them, but they really worked. But I would be interested, because I think so many young singers these days, and really singers in general these days, oftentimes get very, very run heavy, and they they lose the meaning of the run. The runs and voice rolls and riffs and those things are really to express an emotion that is left over after the lyric, but the emotion's still there and sort of demands expression. And so then there is a run or a riff or something like that. And then, that's really how they began. Just the emotion bubbling up from the feeling that was generated, maybe at the end of a line or a certain word in a line, and you just had so much emotion you had to, do something of it. Not like that. That's a little too bluesy and R&B, but I'm not a run guy, although I can do them. But what I would love, what has happened with a lot of singers these days is they overrun. They do too many runs, which begins to detract from the song. Now, I didn't think that happened this time. I thought they were really well placed. There was, like I said, there was a lot of them, but they were really good, really, really good. And they added a lot, and it's her interpretation. I would love to hear her sing something without so many runs, just to hear, because I think she's going to find that she's really, really versatile. I have a feeling that she is really versatile and could sing a lot of different genres, and I would love to hear her sing something, I don't want to say more straight, but not as run heavy. And maybe you've heard a lot of her and you can suggest something that I can listen to. Because again, I'm not taking anything away from her, but I'm just saying, with all the singers that I work with, and as a general thing that I've seen in the marketplace over the last 10 years, is people losing the original meaning for the run. And just runs at the beginning of the song just to have something that doesn't mean anything. And runs on certain words that don't really mean anything. And it becomes kind of like vocal, just kind of showing off. Like, so, well, I can do this, and who can outrun who, and this, that, and them. And it starts to lose the actual meaning of the lyric, the meaning of the song, and the emotion that was originally supposed to be conveyed by doing the runs. Anyway, enough said. Babbled enough about that. But in this version, I thought that she did just a phenomenal job. But if she does some other things that you could recommend me, that would be really cool as well. Anyway, there you go. Enough said. Said it about a million times. If you would like my free Singing Accelerator video series to find out how to do all kinds of cool things, some of them you saw in this video, then the link is in the description, and the thing is floating around right there so you can see it. I've got 3 videos, The Magic of Vowels. It's all about vowels, authentic performance. And when it's not about vowels, it's about performance. And Singing in the Brain. And when it's not about the other two, if you don't have your mind set right, and I mean your mind set right, forget about it. Who cares how your technique is? Because you got to have all 3. Anyway, and that's the whole inner singer thing. If you like my free ebook, The 5 Biggest Mistakes Singers Make When Singing in the Mix or Belting and How You Can Avoid Them, that's floating around here too, and the link's in the description, and that will tell you the difference between mixing and belting. Is there one? You got to read to find out. I have a Wissio page. If you would like feedback, my feedback, personal feedback made in the form of a video or an audio of your choice, you submit me a video or an audio, and I will give you my personal feedback, and I will give you ideas and solutions to any challenges that you think you have or that I may hear. Because you may say, hey, just listen to this, how's it sound, what do I need? And then I will do that, because I'm pretty darn good at that. And I've done it for a long time, and it's kind of one of my superpowers. We all have superpowers. It's important to know what they are. And I don't claim to have superpowers in many things, but this is one. So yeah, you send me a video and I will tell you what I think would take you to the next level and give you tools to be able to do it. And there you go. Subscribe. Now you've seen the video. Now you can subscribe if you haven't already. Unless you hated it, in which case don't subscribe. But please do subscribe because hopefully you didn't hate it. Hit the bell for notifications, comment, and I already told you, comment. I love the comments. I learned so much in the comments. And thumbs up if you like the video. Floating around here are recommended videos. Go watch them. I recommend them. They're really good. I made them myself. Anyway, I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. I hope you didn't misunderstand me on the whole run thing. I thought her performance was actually absolutely beautiful. This is just kind of a thing that I mentioned. Okay. It's my channel after all, right? I can say it if I want to. Anyway, see you later. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.